Gators, it's that time again for the Who's at the Gates podcast. And I can tell you that this episode that I watched today definitely gave me everything I needed because I was laughing the majority of the time. And I am looking forward to doing this. And of course, we have the incredibly strong Diana with us. Dana, do you have anything to say before we get started?
Let's get into it. I kind of already want it to be tomorrow so I can watch tomorrow's episode.
Awesome. Let's go ahead and I'm going to include it because I thought it was cute. Let me see. There we go. Right about in here. All right. Let's do this.
Now, is that the Danny Dupree I see before me?
Devon? We have got to stop meeting like this.
I know. You doing?
Coats and umbrellas are checked. I don't believe we've been introduced.
How you doing?
Andre, this is Devon Winters. He's part of the Genoa City contingent. Devon, since we last met, I've remarried, and this is my husband, Andre Richardson.
Oh, wow. Fantastic. Congratulations to the both of you.
Yeah, we're very happy.
Not bad.
Hi.
Hey, everything all right with the name?
Yes, just a little homework drama.
Oh, okay. Andre, Danny, this is my lovely wife, Abby.
It's a pleasure. Oh, nice to meet you.
Oh, yeah, indeed.
We should go find my dad and make sure he knows that we're here.
For sure. We'll see you guys in there.
Yes, please enjoy. We'll see you later.
Devon's wife seems nice.
You got all that from that brief conversation?
I'm just glad she exists. It seemed to me like you and Devon had a little vibe going on.
I thought that was cute. But that part, like you and Devon have a little vibe going on. Yeah, I mean, everyone loves Danny, so it's understandable. What do you think?
Yeah,
Diane?
I think that's probably the most accurate way to describe this. Everyone loves Danny. She is just so dynamic. She's just welcoming, she's just outgoing, she's fun. That's why Bill can't stay away from her.
Oh boy, yeah, we'll talk about that as the night goes on with all of this. So yeah, I guess we're covering this. We'll just do this as a still right quick. I mean, quiet as it's kept, I would have left Ashley at home because we didn't need the Debbie Downer. Is how I was looking at it. Because I'm like, well, yeah.
I was like, what's the timeline on this? Because her hair looked greasy. And listen, my hair be looking greasy too. I'm not judging her for having greasy hair. I'm just saying it's going to take me a while to shower, blow dry my hair, put on makeup. Like, this girl is just dirty. She's been grieving. Like, I'm not going to knock her for that. She's been at home. She's been depressed. She's been thinking about her poor choices in life. And I was just expecting her to like pick up and go. Like, no, yeah, just leave her there. I don't know if we're gonna go through any more scenes with her. I really hope we don't. But you're in control of the key, so to speak here. But I really should have kept a timer and timed how much of this 36-minute episode was spent on her, because it was ridiculous. It was just so much about Derek and like. Oh, maybe the Anastasia scene. Maybe we can play that.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm playing that part. Trust me. We're on the same page on that one because I'm just like, really? Okay, I guess.
It's just a lot. It's just a lot. It really disrupted the whole flow of the episode, I think.
Yeah, but I told you I called this though. Like, we'll be dealing with this all summer. All right, let's see. Let's see. I thought that was cute too when Danny met Jack and Diane, how Danny was saying how much she admired Diane and so on and so forth. I thought that was pretty cool, but I think I want to press on past that. Let's see. All right, perfect. So this had me laughing with Bill and Kat, and the look on Kat's face when Bill was hugging Kat. So let's go ahead and play this scene right quick.
Well, I'm sorry, sweetheart. I need to catch Tomas. Would you mind getting one for yourself? Okay. Hey, good to see you, Kat. Hey. Tomas.
Bill?
Listen, don't make the mistake of looking at tonight as a social occasion.
I know. It's a fundraiser for Martin's campaign.
It's a great rain-making opportunity. All right, so introduce yourself to anybody and everybody. You know, make some meaningful connections. I expect you to come to the office tomorrow with some good contacts for us to follow up on.
I've never been to a political function before.
Okay. So, yeah, it's funny that Kat didn't even say anything at all. She was just looking at him like, why are you hugging me? Like, you're hugging me like you know me. And there was no hello. There was no, how are you, Bill? No, good to see you, Bill.
Everyone's just acting so weird.
I was just like, okay. But yeah, and then Bill and the whole rainmaking thing, and bless Tomas's heart, he doesn't. You know, there was a time when I was really team Tomas. I think you were too at one point. And
not when he started talking to Eva. As soon as he even became friendly with her, I think I dropped him. I don't like Peters.
Well,
for my girl Kat. For my girl Kat.
That can be debated if it was actually cheating or not. But I liked Tomas at one point, but as time went on, he was just too weak for me. And I'm just like, why? Eva deserves so much better. Kat deserves so much better. Why? This is who should be with Ashley. I think that would be more of a match, Tomas and Ashley.
They never see each other. That's fine.
Yeah.
He's like always working. He's on cases. She's a nurse. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I think we could work with that. But this whole dynamic with Kat is not having it. And I'm not mad at her for that. Let's see. All right, let's get to I believe this is, yep, that is it. Okay. So let's get to the whole Eva, Isaiah, the reporter, and Kat thing and get into this.
Wish I could say the same. When I was a kid, Pops dragged us to tons of them, all dull as hell.
If I would have known that, I would have never put you through this.
I'm gonna have an amazing time tonight, because I'm with you.
Can I get a quote from the candidate's sister?
Me? Sure, I guess.
What brings you out tonight, in your own words?
I'm full of admiration for what Martin Richardson does for the community, and I'm very proud he's my brother.
I understand he only recently learned of your existence.
Yes, but he's been really wonderful about welcoming me to the family.
How did Vernon Dupree's protege learn of his new sister?
If you'll excuse me, I need to have a word with Eva. If you need a quote, talk to Shonda.
Yeah, Abby and I were planning to fly back home tonight, but our pilot's probably...
I want to catch the other part of this scene with those two. Let's see, and then we can go into it. And we can circle back on the Joey and Vanessa thing, because that was definitely a funny scene. Okay.
Go find her.
I had as much right as you do to talk to that reporter. That so-called journalist was trying to trick you into spilling dirt about how you and your nut job of a mother wrecked my parents' marriage. A thank you for rescuing me, Kat, would be nice. I was handling it, but you never want to give me credit for anything. Admit it, Kat. You hate the idea of someone besides you being quoted as Martin's sister. That's what you're gonna tell our father, isn't it? But I've gotta admit, you've got skills. You've managed to convince everyone that I'm the wicked half-sister.
Honestly, believe it or not, there was a scene towards the end of this when they were in line. Kat was behind Eva, and Kat said something about like your mother attending brought a tornado or something like this is proof that your mother's the wicked witch or something like that.
Yeah.
Eva said something back to her. In that moment, I was like, they're about to become cool. I don't know why, but it was something about that exchange and them being so close to each other while it's just something told me they're about to become cool with each other. It'll still be a little bit of cattiness from time to time, but I think I'm giving it less than 2 months where they will become somewhat civil to each other. I don't know why. That's what I picked up on that part. As for the scene, Eva should have known better with that reporter. Like, as soon as that reporter started asking questions, Eva should have cut it off and just been like, talk to Shonda, or you know what, that might be a direct question for Martin when he has the time. No comment. And then like, Isaiah, we got to go. And leave it at that. And Kat did handle that correctly, and I thought Kat did a good job too. Danny, you got it.
There's so much I can address with what you said. I rebuke it. I don't want to see more of Eva. Not with this kind of attitude. Yeah, see, I'm not mad at Eva not being trained, not being like prepared, right? I secretly think that someone on Martin's staff is sabotaging him. Like, there's someone that is like secretly just like praying for his downfall, or is playing, is secretly working for his opponent and just sabotaging everything. Because how are you going to have an event where you don't vet the people? And how are you going to have an event where you're not training people, again, to be media ready? Because if I was on that campaign, if I was chief of staff, if I was his marketing and polling, what have you, I'd have been like, Eva gets confined to a corner. You're about family values, fine. We have to invite her. I get it. She's put her in the corner. Get her a babysitter. Absolutely no one can talk to her. She better not even say a word. She can maybe breathe, but that is about it. I don't understand why no one bothered to be like, oh, someone's gonna ask her about this. Which is I'm like, wait, is this like this is a fundraiser? Right? I feel like those are usually closed events. They don't want reporters in here for the sole reason they don't want people knowing who was actually in there and what promises they made and all that. You usually find that with like paparazzi photos, people coming out. But that being said, I don't blame Eva for not being ready, but I do blame the campaign for just letting her roam free. What I do blame Eva for is her nasty attitude and her know-it-all attitude. Like, God, she was just a petulant child, even like making a face while Kat, let her out of the room. Like, I don't understand what she thought she was doing there or how she thought she was going to handle herself. Like, her mom's going to be like, oh, so your mom ruined the entire, Martin's entire family. How do you even answer that? I can guarantee you would be like, well, no, that's not exactly what happened. It's just that my dad wanted to abort me and my mom ran away. Like, what else could you really say? And knowing her ass is going to be something like that. And great. Now another scandal. So, having Eva around at this kind of event, all I'm saying, if I was working on this campaign, lock her up.
Well, yeah, having Eva around was definitely hilarious. I'm glad that Eva did get to come, but Eva was wrong in this situation. She wasn't prepared, but for this, she should have seen it coming. Like, I know you're not holding it against her. I am, because anybody is obvious, this reporter, because anything with the media, you don't trust them anyway, because the media is trash. So it's kind of like her guard should have already been up, instead of been like, when the lady was like, oh, can I get a comment? And he was like, oh yeah, like, no girl, you can't get a comment. Talk to Martin when he got some free time. I gotta go. That would have been my thing.
I mean, she was on guard. She was like giving the sad story to Isaiah. She's like, oh, I have to go, and I just feel so different because I'm from the outside, and blah blah blah. Sad, sob story. So she's very aware of who she is. It's just again, always playing the victim.
I don't know about that. I guess it depends, but Eva's not the only person at this event, and we're going to get to that. There were quite a few people that showed up to this event that raised a few eyebrows. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get to this.
How the hell did he get in here?
I don't know. This is a disaster.
He's with Vanessa.
I thought she would have better sense to bring him here.
If he lands in any photos with you, this campaign is toast.
I'm not about to let Joey Armstrong ruin my son's big night.
Tell me I don't have to listen to endless platitudes about public service. Politics is dirtier than any business I've been involved in.
We are here to support Martin, so you will listen and you'll smile.
You're lucky I adore you.
Right back at you, Buckham.
Gentlemen, something I can do for you.
You can leave, since you probably bought your way into this event. I'll personally return whatever you paid, with interest.
Whatever brought you here, Joey. We can discuss it tomorrow.
No need. I'm strictly arm candy tonight.
I made an appropriate donation, which allows me to bring the +1 of my choice.
Is there a problem?
I'm just hoping you can get your father and ex-husband to back the hell off.
Nicole, we've got these handled.
Maybe I can help reset the conversation.
That would be most welcome.
Vanessa, while I accept your relationship with Joey, I do have to agree that the optics of him being here at Martin's fundraiser is terrible.
You couldn't help but overhear.
If you'll excuse me, I have media to distract.
Let's all be sensible. This room is full of reporters and photographers who are itching for a scandal. No one here wants to damage Martin's reputation now, do we?
We're not leaving.
Oh, I love it when she goes into tigress mode.
I don't want to get Martin's security involved, but I will if I need to.
I don't think that will be necessary.
Throwing us out of here will create a much bigger scandal than if you just let us stay.
Okay, how about a compromise? You and Joey can go hang out in the reception area, avoiding any possible chance of photos with the candidate.
I don't want to be exiled.
No, it's all right. As long as there's access to a bar, I say, yay, exile.
That is so fun.
Hold up. You used to be known as the
Vanessa.
Yeah, go before I say something mean.
She really did not want to back down. And this is just amazing to me, where it's like, okay, girl, I'll give you credit for standing by your man. You are definitely doing that, because it seems like you were ready to torch all your relationships with all the Duprees over this, because Nicole was like, hey, this isn't exactly good. And everybody else was like, hey, this isn't exactly good. And Vanessa's like, I don't care. And then when Vanessa was like, if you can get your father and your ex-husband to back the hell up, I was like, oh, wow. Okay. She loves her some Joey. and it will hurt even worse the day it happens, and it will, because it is coming. Don't know exactly when, but it's coming, when she finds out what really happened to Doug and who really orchestrated Doug's death, if Doug is dead. Because again, and side note, all we got was that little 25-second piece where Doug shows up with Deanna. Hell, we haven't even really seen Deanna since. I don't know if she's in a mental institution or what, but it's like, okay, we see Doug. After that, crickets. So now what? They're like, oh, well, the Impaler's here now, so we don't have to show Doug anymore. Because I feel like low key, they wanted to show Doug because of the whole Impaler thing, to sort of make us think like, oh, could he be the Impaler? It hasn't been ruled out that he is alive. That hasn't been ruled out officially yet. But they should have given us more than what they gave us with Doug and Deanna. But I digress. The day will come when Vanessa finds out the truth, and I don't know what will happen, but I really hope it isn't a situation where other things come up down the line and she chooses Joey over Nicole and Danny and everyone else, and then those relationships are so far gone that it will be almost impossible to repair them, all over a man who orchestrated the death of her husband. So yeah, Diana, what you got?
When she gets kidnapped, when the Impaler kidnaps her, and I think I'm now hoping that Doug is in a relationship with the Impaler, with Joey's sister, because wouldn't that be great? So when she gets kidnapped and everyone's like, oh no, Vanessa got kidnapped, and I was Vernon, I'd be like, that's what her ass gets. I'm not. What she showed right now was like an absolute disgrace. It was just so much entitlement. Like, girl, you know that he has a bad reputation. Why do you insist on bringing him? And not, like, these are your friends. These are people that you should care about and, work with. But she, like you said, she was standing on business and she made the wrong call there. At this point, I don't even care if there was cameras there. I'd drag her by the hair and be like, oh, she runs a prostitution ring. This is us getting crime out of DC. I wouldn't even point to Joey. It'd be her. She's like, oh, she's a pimp. This family's first. Family's first for Martin Richardson.
But you did.
No one is above the law. I would make it into a show. I like drag her out of there. Wipes that smirk off her face. No, we're fighting. We're fighting.
You did make a good point, or should I say idea, with Doug and the Impaler. There could be such a storyline there. And actually, that will even be a stronger storyline, because again, what if they fake Doug's death? Marcel and Randy helped fake Doug's death, and they got Doug out of the country, and Doug ended up in London. And it was there that he met Heather. And he told Heather about Joey's operations and stuff, of what Joey was doing. And they end up, I don't know why, I feel like there might be a little bit of resentment from Heather too. Because even low key, she was like, Dad didn't acknowledge me. They didn't, Dad believed that I shouldn't be doing this, that I should go to school and get married or something like that, she has said. And I feel there could be some resentment there. And if that's the case, I believe Doug could have played on that too, but also started some type of relationship with the Impaler. And then him and Heather could be a thing. And Heather coming back would be the first part, but then Heather's, I'll say, I guess, man can be introduced. And then that's when they see that it's Doug. And that would sting even more, because if Doug was alive and then he's being introduced as Heather's man, and then Vanessa finding out about it, making it clear that he had no intentions of coming back to Vanessa after everything that went down, that would be Chef's Kiss. That's a good idea. Huh. Okay, writers, get on it.
I hope you wrote that down.
Okay. All right. Now going through here.
No, but wait.
Oh, there it is. No, is that is her? I was like, is that her?
Is.
Hold on. All right, we'll just do it right here.
I don't see my dad.
Oh, well, he's probably in the ballroom, right?
Well, let's go look for him. I want to ask him a question real quick about Madison's case.
You know what? You go. Don't feel quite ready to face the full crowd.
Okay. I will be right back.
I can get through this.
Ashley.
Oh.
How's your mother? Will she be in attendance as well?
Oh.
It's very generous of Vanessa to offer an invitation to her housekeeper and her offspring.
Actually,
I'm so pleased to see you out and about and not mourning for poor dear Derek.
I am still mourning him. Very much.
Oh, of course you are. Even though he was your ex-fiancé, correct?
We weren't engaged when he died, no?
Oh, dear. I hope it wasn't an ugly breakup. He was such a sweet man.
Incredibly sweet.
You must feel simply terrible. Breaking up with a man and then having him die on you like that. Darling, if you need a friendly ear, look no further.
I can't do this.
Uh-oh. Look, she seems upset. You think you know what happened?
Anastasia. She just
Oh.
made Ashley her latest victim. I'll go see about her and meet you in the ballroom.
Yeah, see you there.
Yeah, whack her again. I don't care. Like, there has to be a reason why she's invited. Like, get Ashley out of there. I don't want to see her again. We don't need to see her long face here. No, like, this is also what gets me is that, honestly, she's like a busybody, right? She knows everybody's business, whatever. No one else here knows who you are except for the Duprees. Like, you are no one. Like, to be like, oh, people are gonna ask. No one knew Derek. Again, who is that man?
But like I told you, as far as they're concerned, Derek was the one who received the key to the city. So I guess.
No, absolutely not. I think so. The way I see this playing out, or why she's even like, the only way I can see this going is that, right, we know tomorrow tornado's gonna hit, medical emergencies. She's gonna maybe pull it together and help people, and she's gonna be like, oh my God, this is what I was meant to do. Like, I have to live on in Derek's name and be a nurse and help people. And then she like slowly gets her life back together. That's fine and all. I just do not care. I just don't.
Yeah, maybe this catastrophe will give her some perspective. Like, wait a minute, look at what's going on in the world, and I'm still moping and doing this and doing that and dragging down parties and making everybody else miserable and being a drain on their energy.
And if she doesn't fix her attitude, you will still be hearing complaints from me. The writers will not hear the end of it from me.
Well, we'll see how that plays out with her when it comes to that. Let's see. Okay, we'll do this as a steal. This whole scene, let me see if I can get a better shot. Is there a better? No. Try that one. Okay, we'll just leave it at that one. All right. So with Haley taking off her wedding ring, which is kind of funny because when Bill left her to go talk to Tomas and stuff, you could already tell Haley was irritated. And I'm just kind of like, Haley, I see you have met your next victim, possibly. Like, you're trying to scope him out. Because I forgot he's with Jack and Diane. So I think the Abbotts are billionaires too. As well. So Haley knows something about him because it was interesting the way they were having these conversations and bringing up things that had happened in I guess what they've done on Young and the Restless and stuff. And I'm like, okay, cool. So the question is, will Haley be on Young and the Restless now? Visiting whatever. What was that man's name again? I forgot. Kyle, Kevin,
Something.
Yeah. So what do you think about her, like, semi making her move, taking off her wedding rings and then putting her wedding rings back on when the speech starts?
I mean, it's less about her and more about like, damn, Bill, this is like right under your nose and you don't even see it. Like, you get what you deserve. And I might be victim blaming here, but like she's literally throwing herself at not one, but two men, right? It was Isaiah and now this man. And Bill's just being weird at this event.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on with Bill. With Isaiah, she is totally barking up the wrong tree because Isaiah is head over heels for Eva. So Haley does not stand a chance. And also, I think Haley, even if Isaiah would have been single, I think Haley turns him off too, because she tried to shoot her shot one time before. And Isaiah just looking at her like, girl, you reek of desperation. I'm good, which I'm not mad at that. Oh boy. All right. Let's go ahead. And there were some cute conversations here. Let's do this. Anita's voice was going out throughout this episode, and I found out because at the beginning I'm like, is she sick? And thinking like, is the actress sick?
Yeah.
Or whatever. And as it goes on, and then I'm like, oh no, this is intentional. This is actually in the script and stuff. But yeah, let's check this out.
It would be amazing.
Yes, all we need to do is get everyone together to schedule some studio time.
Well, I'll talk to Sharon and Tracy and my doctors. I'm not quite done with my cancer treatment, so I just want to make sure my voice is up to snuff.
Sure.
My mother is a breast cancer survivor, so I have a small idea of what you've been going through. The last thing you would want to do is jeopardize your health. I mean, it needs to be the priority.
Oh, it is. But this LP is also very important to me, too. I'll figure out how to make it work. Barbara's voice deserves to be heard.
Absolutely.
I couldn't agree more. In fact, I'd be happy to be involved. To represent Barbara's, my mother's, best interests.
I'm sorry, who's your mother?
Oh, Dana Leslie Thomas, daughter of the late, great Barbara Mitchell.
Oh, wow. I did not know Barbara had any children.
Yeah, it's a long story.
Which need not concern Devon. Leslie, this does not involve you.
Well, this album will be my chance to connect to the mother that I never got a chance to know in real life.
Is that right?
Yes.
Well, I very much get that. I didn't know who my biological father was until I was an adult, so I understand the need to connect with a parent that you didn't know. And I'll for sure reach out to you once we get going on progress.
Thank you, Devon.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. You truly are a gentleman.
Sure.
I can't thank you enough for
the way I was cackling at this scene. When Leslie started doing her manipulation thing and laying it on thick. I was just like, and the way she just popped up when they were talking about Barbara, and then Vernon and Anita turned around. I don't care. This never gets old to me. It never gets old to me.
I'll say I'd rather see her than Ashley. I'll give you that. However, going back to my point, whoever is on Martin's campaign needs to be fired because how did she get in? I don't care how much money you have. There has to be a ban list. How are you not checking +1s because a blanket just +1? Like, no. You're submitting biometrics, fingerprints, eye scans, blood samples before you get in here. What, just any +1? No, absolutely insane that no one vetted anyone that's walking right on in. But I guess that's part of with the court. Like, just what is it? Par with the course.
Yeah,
So
par for the
Chris-
course. Yeah,
par
par
for the
for
course. Thanks.
Is it-
For the Duprees, just anybody walks in, no security, just anyone, just open access to anyone and everyone. Just
Well,
put
maybe
me on the staff. That's all.
well,
I have
maybe
to say.
that is the spirit of Martin's campaign. Come one, come all, let's unite and be under this tent together. That could be it too.
I'd be like, we could do it, but you have to lie. Like we're actively, lying about this.
I tell you, no, it's something that just never gets old to me. I don't necessarily want to do or feel like we have to do the Leslie and Ted thing with Shanice and stuff, kind of like,
yeah,
energy. Who is that? Oh, yeah, that's Danny talking to Ashley, which I did think it was let me just do it still. I did think it was interesting when Danny was trying to make Ashley feel better. And Danny was like, well, how did you get over it? She's like, oh, I met Andre and he da. And then Danny's like, oh my God. She's like, she felt bad basically because Danny's saying like, looks like your trash was my treasure. Because it's kind of like, because Ashley fumbled Andre and Danny got Andre and it's turned into this beautiful thing. Oh, I do know what scene I want to do. I need to go back to it. The one with Jack and Diane and then Danny and Andre. And then they were like, when they were talking to the photographer, which it was funny that they knew who Andre was. I was like, oh, that's so cool. But then they were like, oh, so you two met in the fashion industry? And they were like, I thought that was funny, that part. Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
it's like way in the beginning.
No, go back. Yeah, okay. Is about here. Let's see.
I guess modeling brought me into my husband's life, so for that I will be forever grateful.
That husband would be me. I'm Jack Abbott.
As if you need an introduction. And this is my husband, Andre Richardson.
Wait, Andre Richardson, the photographer? Yeah. We have tried to hire you several times.
Andre is in great demand.
I'm guessing the fashion industry brought you two together as well?
Not exactly. It's a long story.
With a short stop in Vegas.
Isolating.
I thought that was funny. I don't know why every day I just love Danny and Andre together more and more. That's why my heart doesn't know if it can take it if something happens to them. I'm gonna call you up and be like, Diana, hold me. We have to get them back together. What do we have to do? Do we have to pull up to the CBS lot? We're gonna get Danny.
You better get some PTO on the books for this weekend because I think it's coming sooner rather than later.
I'm hoping they have the rest of this year. If they do it, I would hope it would be next year and stuff. But whether they do it sooner or later, either way, it will be heavy on my heart. If something happens to Danny and Andre, I don't want them to break up because they have been so great together. And I say that because it wasn't a thing of it just happened overnight. It was something that was an unintentional relationship that developed over time. So that's sort of why I'm just like, no, with that. So yeah. Okay, let's go back to some other stuff that's going on in this. This was interesting. I wonder, hold on, let me see what else is on here. We don't have to do Victor's keynote. Don't care about that part. I don't know if we care about anything else except with Ted and Shanice, because that was so funny. Yeah, Leslie talking to this lady from Young and the Restless, which I don't know her character, but I thought the scene was funny in the sense of, well, let's just play it and do that.
Dana Leslie Thomas, and I heard all about you.
Mostly good, I hope.
About how you faked your own death and stole a man's baby Bachelor.
Wow, you're not much for small talk, are you?
Nah, I believe in getting straight to the chase.
You know, I wish that what happened in Genoa City had stayed in Genoa City, but, well, not that it's any of your business, but I really regret everything I've done. My son grew up with only one parent because of my selfishness.
We have so much in common. Okay. So please, just tell me what your secret is. I mean, after all that, how did you manage to marry a CEO of a big company and live your best society life, girl?
Well, I earned forgiveness by showing people that I was willing to work for it, by making them realize that I was truly remorseful for what I'd done.
Really?
Yeah.
So I was talking to
That part right there, that's the villain. Because Leslie's not remorseful. And that's why she made that face.
She
Like,
might as well have been like, you ask for world peace. You might as well ask for world peace, girl.
Because like, how to do? Oh, I let people know I'm remorseful, and Leslie's like, thinking in her head, remorseful. Why were you remorseful?
I don't think she even knows what that means.
Yeah, I said, and that's the villain. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, the villain's dormant right now, but Leslie's about to definitely do some shady stuff soon. I feel it coming. But I thought that scene was funny on that. Okay, I guess we have to do this. We can, because low key, the best part of that was Shanice and Ted, and then Kat and Eva. But I guess we will go. Is that all right? Let's.
Everyone, please stay calm.
Okay, look, I don't know if Danny knows there's a tornado, but I gotta find
The best thing you can do for Danny right now is stay safe. Get in the hallway.
You okay?
I am a nurse. Our tornado doesn't even register on the scale of stressful situations.
Starting to think we should have left when everyone told us to.
This way, please. All right, watch your step, be careful. Watch your step. Spin it. Can you show them? Come on, show them. I'll stay behind and make sure everyone gets out safe.
Sure, yeah, but don't be a hero, Martin.
I'll be fine.
All right, everybody, come on.
This way, thank you.
Oh, will you shut up?
If this is the worst thing that's happened to you, then you've spent too much damn time behind these gates.
This tornado means your mom really is the Wicked Witch.
I read every single book of the Oz series when I was little, and that is not how it works.
This way, everyone. This way. Be careful. Watch your step.
First of all, don't take advice from Victor. Because Victor was the one who said to Martin, like, no, you should have it today. Because Martin was actually thinking about calling it off. And Victor's like, no, don't call it off. So yeah, but this part was Shanice and Ted, where she was just like, Ted's like, are you okay? And Shanice is like, I'm a nurse. The tornadoes don't even register on the scale of stressful. So I just love Shanice's delivery on that. What about you?
I'm excited for tomorrow. Again, I think so. Like, thinking about it, they set up and seeing how people are paired off. So it's like we have Danny and Bill. We have Naomi and Ashley, I think. And then we have Eva and Kat. And then we have Ted. Well, I mean, there's just kind of in the general area. I'm saying like people who are going to be like stuck tomorrow, right? And I think
Guy and Haley, the way he held her in his arms.
true. I'm like, calm down, sir. Like, all dramatic. So I'm listening it out just because I'm just thinking in my head, like, okay, who do I realistically want to see? And it's just Kat and Eva, and Haley and that guy. Sorry, I don't remember his name. If anyone wants to put the name down below.
His name, too. Okay, wait a second.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's right
I'll
there. I wish I could have gotten a better still of them, but yeah, when he basically caught her in his arms, that was interesting. I am looking for, and this was funny with me when Leslie said that. Oh, you spent too much time behind these gates.
We need people that are calm, cool, and collected. So this is what I need Leslie to do.
And then Kat and Eva, like I said, I think this is the beginning of them getting back on a more civil, which, I mean, yeah, Eva got to come to Kat's birthday, but for some reason, this little exchange that they just had, they sounded like sisters instead of enemies, if that makes sense. That what they just said sounded something like sisters would argue about, even if you have different, parents and everything, different mothers and stuff.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. I wonder if it's just going to be a situation where they set differences aside for a little bit. Part of me thinks Martin's going to end up with the three of them, with them. And it's going to be a sibling heart-to-heart sort of situation, or sibling emergency. I don't know, but part of me thinks that Martin's going to end up with them.
Okay, I can see that. Let me stop sharing. All right, well, we are excited about the episode tomorrow, which would be Thursday, because we're recording this Wednesday night. This was a good episode. I enjoyed a lot of things with it. I was laughing the majority of the time because the exchanges between both casts, the Young and the Restless cast and the Beyond the Gates cast, and how they sort of weave some of the stories together and everything, like Danny with Diane was saying, oh, I used to steal your poses back in the day and this and that, and how she used to be a model and so on and so forth, and how they knew Andre, and how Anita and Vernon know Victor and Jack as well, Victor Newman and Jack Abbott. And it was funny at the beginning when they were talking to Jack and Diane, how Victor had entered the room and Vernon had noticed it. And if you notice, like, Vernon's just, was like, hey, gotta go, da-da-da. And it was because Victor and Jack don't get along. So they were trying to, like, keep the two of them apart from each other. And doing her thing, keeping Jack and Diane, entertained and chatting and stuff. And then Vernon went off to go handle Victor. It was cool. The Joey and Vanessa thing, because like I said, I give Vanessa credit for standing by her man. Like she loves that man. And for that reason, it will hurt even more when the truth comes out. I guess they brought Ashley because they needed another nurse on hand, because Shanice would have been the only nurse. So they're like, okay, fine, we'll just make it where Ashley decides to go to the party, so we'll have another nurse there. I think that's why.
Okay. Well, Ted is also a health professional. Let's not forget. And I would have much rather had Madison there, another health professional, and then we didn't need Ashley. Like, problem solved. I don't know. Like, it's such a weak excuse. Again, this is just my theory that she's gonna rise up to the occasion and provide health services or whatever, but there's a lot of health professionals we could have gone with.
But
Madison.
I'm glad isn't there.
The one and only health professional. Another one, I was literally just about to say his name. I was like, dang, just throw him in too. I don't care at this point. I just don't want her.
Oh no, we don't want F boy. He can stay home like he did. Because yeah. And it is funny that Nicole basically came without a date, and Ted brought Shanice, even though Nicole said to Shanice, like, we're glad you're here. And I'm like, oh wow, all right. That's being very mature, Nicole. But then again, it's not like she can throw stones because she got 2 men on her roster.
When she never has thrown shade at Shanice.
Yeah, she's always been nice to Shanice.
So, it's
but it's just interesting for this particular situation.
Like, she's not Leslie. she's not Leslie. She's fine. She let that man go. It's her mind isn't, playing catch up though.
Yeah, I was gonna say she thinks she let Ted go. She hadn't let Ted go, and that's the other heartache that's coming too for Shanice. But we'll see about that. Anyways, as we wrap this up, thank you everyone so much as usual. I haven't went into the comment. I've seen the comments today, but I haven't answered, and I think I will make it a point to do that. Diana, we can discuss offline and stuff. Do you got anything, Diana, before we close out?
Ready for tomorrow.
Yes, we are. I definitely am. All right, Gators. Thank you so much. Until next time.
Bye.